Obviously, last home game of the season, and we've got an unbeaten run to almost defend at this point. Anything more you could play for, there's that as well, looking into next season and carrying it forward.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to finish well, especially at home. A good opposition to play against, and it's going to be a real test, and the talented group of players that got to MK Dons, but we want Saturday to be about us and finishing well, and there's the Player of the Season awards there after the game, and we want it to be a good occasion.
Yeah, obviously, we've got that lap round the pitch after the game and whatnot, but I think it's a motivation for you guys to be doing that with a positive result, positive performance to sort of send most of the fans off anyway.
Yeah, it definitely gives us massive motivation to do well and hopefully build momentum leading to next season. It'll be obviously a break in the summer, and a well-needed one for everybody involved, but we'll aim to come back firing on all cylinders, and if we can finish well and play as well as we have been recently, then it will bode well for next season.
Yeah, obviously MK Dons as well, a team right up there, so really a tough one to do it in terms of trying to finish as high up the table as possible.
Yeah, definitely. They're two tough fixtures to finish with. MK Dons have done well, and the current manager, they're definitely confirmed in the playoffs now. No doubt they're wanting to finish on that first spot, that fourth spot, be first spot in the playoffs, and keep up their good momentum. It'd be an attractive game. I thought last week it was a war of attrition, really, against Sutton, but one that we held firm, and we tried to play when it settled. I think Saturday will be a different game entirely. I think they look to play from the back all the time and very expansive, really attractive on the eye. So it should be a good spectacle, but we'll be going all out, to win the game.
Yeah, and you obviously spoke at times about being in the conversation for playoffs. 2 games to go, we're still there. What do you need from the fans as well off the pitch to sort of get behind the players and really lift them as much as they can?
Yeah, well, I'll be saying to the players that it's not a time to be nervous. Embrace what we've achieved this season and the big steps that we've made. There's no pressure on us. Everybody knows it's a long shot to get into the playoffs, but it's a big achievement that we're actually still with an outside chance. So hopefully the fans can also enjoy the occasion and encourage the players that have performed week in, week out and worked hard for the club, and it should be a good occasion.
Yeah, and obviously, looking at a team selection on Saturday, Liam Gibson was supposed to start, dropped out. He said he had a little bit of niggle in the warm-up. Yeah. How has he reacted this week in terms of the disappointment of that, but also physically as well in terms of the niggle he did have?
Yeah, well, obviously if there was a niggle, we didn't want to risk it, even at that late stage before the kick-off, where we thought he's such an honest lad that we could see he was a little bit reticent in the training, in the warm-up before the game, and I didn't want him to play with a worried look about him. We knew there was a niggle there, so we've taken him out of it this week, so it won't be right for Saturday, but he's such an important player, and in terms of our plans, he's right at the forefront of those plans for next season, so we need to make sure he's fully right for them.
Yeah. Is that a frustration for you and Paul Thurl and the likes to see him go through that, because it has been such a big part of what we achieved this season?
It is. Just as it was frustrating having the unlucky injury that Rod sustained, and others as well. Toby Sims missed a fair few games this year. All big part of our plans. So, but it happens across the board in a lot of clubs. So, as a management team and staff, we have to just keep going. It's as simple as that.